Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I tend to walk around when I'm talking, whether I'm on the phone or anything else, so I've got the portable one. Welcome to my short presentation today. As you can see, it's titled Freedom Beyond Borders, the Worldwide Investor's Guide to Worldwide Citizenship and having exclusive investment terms of business for both the USA, EB-5, and also, as the gentleman said, the Portuguese Golden Visa. I hope you enjoy the presentation as much as I'm going to enjoy delivering it to you. So, that's me. I'm a senior wealth advisor under my own brand, Sidwell Wealth Management. I'm here today with my colleague at the back, Selina. We're both from Liverpool, England, but our business base is here in Dubai. We offer, as a wealth management company, many solutions in various investment classes, including all the traditional, such as equities, property, including land, alternatives, corporate bonds. We also offer a unique high-value life insurance solution, which we could talk about you at any point in time. But we're here today and tomorrow to showcase our solutions in CBI, most notably the USA EB-5 and the PGV, as I call it, Portuguese Golden Visa. So, why would you want to pursue worldwide citizenship? Well, there's many advantages and benefits that you can see on the screen. Everyone will have their own reasons, of course, for wanting to do this. It could be reunification of family that are split across Europe or split across the United States. It may well be that you perceive to have better educational or business benefits in either one of those two countries. It could be that you want a more powerful passport, dare I say, or you simply want permanent residency in another country. All of these benefits, all of these features that I've talked about here, I believe come under one statement, one umbrella, and I like to call it freedom of movement. Freedom of movement to move across this incredible world of ours. I can offer you many solutions right across Europe, the Americas, the Caribbean, and the Middle East here. However, I'm here, as I've said today, to showcase two main solutions, which I believe are the best solutions for everybody involved for a number of reasons, which hopefully I'll highlight to you today. But most notably, the fact that they're the most profitable for the investor. So, the USA EB-5 visa, let's start with that one first. What exactly is the USA EB-5 visa program? Well, it's an immigrant investor program that's been involved now for 15 years, and it's actually attracted tens of thousands of green card investors. The United States used the word terminology green card, it's residency. Portugal used the terminology golden visa, it's residency. Same thing. Now, it's been along now for 50 years, but it was revised just over 2 years ago into its current form. And it's here to stay, as a gentleman said earlier, in its current form until at least 2027. Its current form is now that you have to invest $800,000 as a minimum investment into a regional center somewhere in the United States of America, plus administration costs. And each regional center has its different return on investment over a period of 3 to 5 years, which I'll go into in a moment. How it works is that you have a preferred equity model that mirrors a loan model. So you invest your $800,000 with ourselves, you invest your $800,000, and between a period of 3.5 to 5 years, you will receive all of your money back, plus $200,000 uplift. You receive a 5% dividend after the first year, 5% dividend after the second and the third, and potentially the fourth and the fifth. So that gives you $200,000. However, after 3.5 years, the JCE, which is the job creating entity, has a put option to buy the whole project out for after 3.5 years, and therefore you would receive your money back early. So that's a 7.15 investment return. Ours is a rural application, which I'm going to go into in a moment. Most urban applications will give you a 0.25, maybe 0.5, at very best, 1% return on your investment per annum. We give you between 5 and 7%. So, we have unique terms of business, Sidwell Wealth Management, in terms of Holborn. We have unique terms of business with a regional center in Texas, which is involved in the water recycling for the oil industry. Now, if you know how the oil industry works in Texas, which is the largest oil field in the world, you have to have clean water. If you don't, you will create a problem with earthquakes, believe it or not. So the operation and the service that they provide is absolutely fundamental and crucial. Therefore, very lucrative for the investor. And that's how we get to the terms of 5 to 7% between 3.5 to 5 years, as I've mentioned. So in summary, you would invest $800,000 plus costs, and you would receive $1 million back. I challenge anyone to find anything better than that kind of return for the USA EB-5. But again, as the gentleman alluded to earlier on today, what's also very important is the rural application of which this is. It's a 6 months, we're experiencing a 6 months processing time. So you and your family could apply for a conditional green card in the United States, and you could be resident in the United States within 6 months. Fact. Most urban applications will take 2 or 3 years. We have unique terms of business. There's nobody else providing this solution. So, the process is very simple. If somebody said to me today, I want to do this, Barry, they would pay a $30,000 deposit and we'd fill out the forms. Those forms are the I-526 and they go straight to the lawyer who processes them with USIS. They would check out the criminal background, if they had one, and anti-money laundering and source of wealth. Once you've passed those tests, the forms are agreed, and 6 months later you have your conditional green card. The one condition to remove it from conditional to unconditional is that you have to have your money invested for an absolute minimum of 2 years. Once you've proven that to USIS, they will remove the conditions and you'll now have an unconditional green card, which is basically permanent residency in the United States for you and your family. Potentially another year later, you'll receive your money back. Then 2 years after that, a total timeline of 5.5 years, you can apply for your passport and therefore citizenship in the United States for you and your family. You don't have to, but it's an option that you can explore if you wish to. Many people will go for this and have a permanent green card without obtaining passport, but the passport is there as an option. So that in a nutshell is the USA. Portugal. Let's get on to the Portuguese Golden Visa. And I'm pleasantly surprised that I'm the only one here today, or Selena and I, the only ones here today presenting this as a solution. It's had many, many changes over the last few years. It's gone up and down. It's been backwards and forwards with the Prime Minister, the government, and the President. But in its current form, it's here to stay now, at this moment in time. And that is, well, I'll tell you about in a moment. Sorry, I missed the slide. Why Portugal? Well, there's many, many benefits for moving to Portugal. You can see them all there. Third most peaceful country in the world. There's one benefit there that we don't mention, and we forgot to put that on there. And Portugal is joint 6th most powerful passport in the world. Great reason to have a Portuguese passport. So, what is unique about what we offer with the Portuguese Golden Visa passport? Well, the Portuguese government demand that you invest €500,000 now, in its current form, either into a hospitality company or a fund. I choose to present you today in the ability to investing into a hospitality company. That hospitality company will invest that money into a property on your behalf. So you invest €500,000 and you'll get €500,000 back after 5 years. Or take ownership of the property. Let me just go back one moment there because there's something I've just missed off. I do apologize. You would receive €101,000 back in the first month. So you're only actually using €399,000 of your own capital. So it's effectively a 20% markup on your investment. The USA is at 25%. So this is 20% markup on your investment. The process for Portugal is that once you've submitted your application, again, if you said to me today, I want to do it, Barry, you'd pay a €8,000 to €10,000 deposit, depending on whether it's one application or a combination of family of 5, for example. And then we would file your forms via the lawyers. Approximately 12 to 18 months later, you would get your golden visa. You reapply after 2 years, renew it after 2 years, then another 2 years. So we're now up to 5 years down the road, and you'll now be granted a permanent residency in Portugal. If you so wish, you can then convert that into a full passport and citizenship. You're free then to go and move and live and work anywhere else in the Schengen bloc of countries, which is 27 countries in Europe, with the exception of Switzerland and the UK. So, in summary, both programs, and I believe, offer the best solutions. And with ourselves, they are unique and very, very profitable solutions for any investor. Freedom of movement. Travel more freely across this incredible world of ours. Diverse opportunities for potential growth and return on investment, particularly in the United States, you might say. So let me summarize. USA EB-5. There it is, it's listed. But you'll get your money back between 3.5 to 5 years. okay, in a very, very lucrative project. The water recycling project, in summary, is safe because it's small satellite-size projects for maximum of 25 investors per satellite project. So you're not involved in an urban program in a property development that might have hundreds, if not thousands, of joint investors. So you're minimizing the risk completely. You're involved in a service which is absolutely crucial to the oil industry. It cannot operate without. Therefore, makes it very lucrative. And this company that we work with have a great track record. They've been doing this for over 10 years. Portugal. Live and work in Portugal. Access to the rest of the Schengen countries. And again, you make about 20% profit on your investment after the 5 years. Again, exclusive terms of business with a company that's been involved in the Portuguese Golden Visa from day one. So, as a roundup, as I mentioned to you before, I'm a wealth manager involved in wealth management, and I can offer you various solutions in all the different types of typical investments that you're all familiar with, no doubt. Equities, property, land, alternatives, corporate bonds. We have a high value or high net worth value insurance, protection and proliferation and wealth preservation program. We're here today to talk about Portugal and the USA. If I've said anything today that you want any further information on, please join us on our stand at A5. We'll gladly speak to you about it in more detail. Many thanks for your time, ladies and gentlemen.